So my name is Aiden Shu, and I'm an incoming senior at Lowell High School. So my project was the gesture-controlled car with accelerometer, and where pretty much the accelerometer sends data through Bluetooth modules that utilize Arduino code to spin the motors different directions. And the reason why I chose this project was because since I specialize in mechanical and mainly in manufacturing and whatnot, I wanted to challenge myself by tackling electrical and programming related problems instead. And a lot of learning involved with that. I also thought it was just a fun and cool project that they listed, because I get to make a car. And some of the strengths that I'd like to highlight are my perseverance. I can get through challenges. Often times during this project, I was staying up late to try and figure out some problems. And then the programming language for Arduino IDE is Java. And conveniently, that's the one that I feel the most comfortable in. I've taken a class on it, and applying what I've learned before to new things and making solutions out of what I've learned already. I think that's one of my strengths. So the project. So first I soldered wires, learned soldering, soldered jumper wires to the motors and connected it all to a motor driver, the H-bridge, which is connected to an Arduino Uno, which is connected to a 5-volt, 1 amp mobile phone battery. And then these are connected, the control pins are connected to the Arduino Uno pins. And then the Arduino Uno is connected to a breadboard with a circuit connecting to a Bluetooth HC05 module. And then this is for the car unit. And then I have another breadboard connected to a Bluetooth HC05 unit, but away from the car unit. It's the remote unit that I control away from the car. And then this remote unit is controlled by an Arduino Micro. And then I paired the Bluetooth modules using AT commands and uploaded the code to the Arduino Micro and Arduino Uno to spin the motors in the car unit and then to detect tilting with the accelerometer in the remote unit. Some obstacles and challenges that I faced were pairing the Bluetooth modules, communicating data with the Bluetooth modules, the gyroscope data to the motors, and then setting up the breadboard circuits with all the wiring and resistors and whatnot. So the solutions in respective order for these challenges were having the right serial parameters, the right roles and connection modes. So roles, having one of the Bluetooth modules have the address of the other Bluetooth module to connect it, and then learning about the config bt.read and serial.write functions, which allowed them to the Bluetooth modules to talk to each other across serial monitors, and having resistors in a 1:2 ratio for the breadboard circuitry, and just breadboard connections in general, learning how all that stuff works. And then I'm going to show a demo part from my milestone 3, part 3. It's on the GitHub website template that I made. So here we go.
Some issues that I ran into while making this was actually the whole communication part between the remote unit and the car. I used the HC05 to HC05 communication text transfer code and changed it a bit in both to make the motor commands work involving serial.write and config bt.read. My final takeaways from my project as BlueSat Engineering is more knowledge of circuits, wiring, Arduino IDE code, and soldering, Bluetooth connections, and accelerometers like the MPU 6050.
So in conclusion, as I said in the video, I learned a lot about Arduino, soldering, circuitry, and wiring. And in addition to this, I learned about time management because it was a short amount of time to make the project and we had a lot of deadlines and it was a lot of working on my own and going to class every day, which is discipline. Going to class every day helped me set and keep my schedule. How easy it is to mess up and then thinking before testing, I learned about this because in the beginning, one of my batteries short circuited because I let the ends touch. And then later, when I was doing testing the Bluetooth, I plugged the Bluetooth module straight into the Arduino Uno, which was not good. It fried all the components, so I needed to get a new one, which is what the resistors were for. And then why I joined Bluestem Engineering. So I learned about this program from robotics because I'm on the robotics team, and they came and did a presentation. This was a couple years ago, and I remember that. So also some people from my robotics team, they had done Bluestem Engineering before, and they had positive things to say about it. So I thought I'd check it out. And another benefit was making my own engineering project. And I got to keep this engineering project. So that was a big selling point. And how Bluestem Engineering helped me, well, the instructor always gave me the resources I needed with links and stuff. And whenever I asked questions, they were on top of it. And like it was very specialized because I could ask specific questions and then I'd get a specific answer back or advice on how to tackle that problem. And how I'll utilize my project in the future. Well, of course, I'm gonna use what I learned from this program to pursue an engineering career in further education like college and put things on my college application. And I think the important part, like the technical aspect, the all about circuitry and soldering will be helpful in an engineering career. Although I'm aiming for mechanical engineering, I still think knowing circuits and stuff is going to be helpful. So yeah, any questions?